Okay, good morning. Put a video up for some time. Thought I'd best do a little bit of a catch-up video. Not been too brilliant health-wise, but we're getting there. It's supposed to be hot at the end of this week, so lovely. Looking forward to having a little bit of sunshine. What are you doing, Rubes? What are you doing? Yeah, my son did all the this bit here. These were left over from the driveway. These things here, these blocks. And we put through a little bit of stone here and there. Happy days. And we also did. Well, we paid for materials, but we did the job. Happy days. Anyway, so yeah, just trying to disguise that bit of a water thing there for Sarah. She salvages the water, so I've got her a big water butt thing. It's about 1,000 litres or something. Got a big tap on the bottom. She loves the rainwater, so yeah. And when we have a drought and they tell you not to use the water, we're happy days. Yeah, so all good. Yeah, got the bike MOT'd. Which is out there. Yeah, so and the motorhome, it's still stood there, not doing nothing. It hasn't done anything for about 7 months, I don't think. So yeah. Anyway, right. So I'm starting to do a little bit more on the Escort, and I have done a few bits. I've not filmed it, but yeah, if that's wrong light there, isn't it? Yeah, so we're tickety-boo. We're doing a bit more on the Escort. So just doing this, tinkering around with this door. I cleaned it up a bit, cleaned up the edges a little bit yesterday. Got a couple of little holes there, a little hole there. And to do those, is what I've done this side. I've cut this bit out. I've got to patch that up. But not a bad door, all in all. Quite pleased with that. I'm not rubbing down or cleaning up the whole door at the moment. Simple fact is, I just want to do the door jambs and the difficult bits to get to and to paint when the door's on, i.e. like this door here. Just spin you back round. Oh, I must have clicked the record button there. Like this door here. Okay, the wing is knackered. Okay, so the wing's got to kind of go. Although I've left it on there just so I can line everything up. But the door shuts and closes lovely. Okay, I had to patch it up a little bit down here, the door. Got no choice but to put a bit of filler on there. I'm just going to weld this little bit up here and touch that up. That one's lifted up there, I think. And oh, somewhere up there. There's a little crack there as well, which I'm going to do. And just touch up that little bit there, I think. Yeah. But the door is on. I've done the internal bit of that jam as well, just like this here. So I'm going to rust cure that, primer it. I'll clean it up a bit more here and there, and just get these bits of welding done. Yeah, so I'm going to plod on, get that done, and I can get that door on then. That's another bit done. And apart from that wing and the rear doors there, and these doors are fantastic. They're absolutely brilliant. Surprised how good they are. And that wing is the only bad thing on the vehicle now. And then we can start prepping it all up for paint. The whole kind of caboodle. Okay. So as what I've got here, look, I've got a bit of copper. Okay, so basically to weld these little bits here, I'm just going to put this copper at the back end there, and I'm not going to cut that out. I'm just going to fill it up with weld. Well, the weld won't stick to the copper, so happy days. Okay, yeah, as long as it's done, and as long as it looks nice, happy days. Always a fighting battle, and with rust and, you know, bits coming back when you've done the job. It's the way it is with doing these, you're going to get rid of it, but it'll always come back. I keep touching that bloody record button. It's because I've took the tripod off. Yeah, but anyway, okay. So other than that, I've got a rat in the back garden. I'm trying to get it, yeah. So, but yeah, I've had the babies, had them, done, gone. Yeah, I've got a big one in the back, and it's not welcome. Anyway, right, tickety boo. I might have another little chat upstairs in a bit. We'll wait and see, but just a little catch up. We're back on the van now, so hopefully I'll do a little bit more filming on the van, and when I'm up to it, and we'll go from there. Oof, God, my legs are hurting, and 10:15 already. I'm not eating. I can't eat, because if I eat, all I want to do is sleep. Right. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Okay, good morning. Okay, let's just show you what we've been doing on the Escort. Okay, it's a little bit dark there, so let's get you in some light, shall we? Oh. Okay, so kind of getting the bodywork back to. Oh, just shut this door. Not the dust going in. Kind of getting all this front end back to normal now, where I was making the mould on the Escort, which is those there. Where is it? There. I've actually got that one for sale, but I'm actually going to take it off for sale, and I'm actually going to complete that one. Okay, so I've got everything for it, spotlights and brackets, bumpers and that type of stuff, so I'm going to get that done. But yeah, so started to put a little bit of primer on this here, and put the doors on, so making it look a little bit more complete now. I've welded a few bits and pieces on the door, put a plate in down here on this one, which doesn't look too bad, a little bit of filler to make that better. And now we're kind of doing, I've got a bit of filler here, there and everything. I need some fine filler, I think. And door shuts nice. Little bit of a gap down here on this wing. But if I'm honest, I'm not really fussed about that. I'm going to leave that. I'm not even going to correct that. The lines look okay on this one. The other side is a little bit mishmash because the wing's buggered, but this was a new wing, so yeah, looking a little bit better, that one. Love to have had another new wing, but they are around £500. Okay, so we'll see if I can bodge up that one for a bit, and then see what pops up in the future. Maybe a half decent second hand one, maybe. Yeah, so just rubbing down some of these panels and stuff now. We're going to maybe try and get a little bit of paint on here, there and there. Yeah. I've only kind of thrown some filler up. Oh, is that why? Have I just zoomed in? Oh, yep, there you go. Yeah, I've only just thrown some paint on here and there. And it's just to get it, to stop it from all rusting up and this, that, and the other. But the rust is still going to come back anyway, so it makes no bloody difference. Just going to make it look sweet, but at least I can keep on top of it. Yeah. Other than that, plenty of little rubbing down now. Get this to a fine, smooth finish, and then we can put a little bit more paint on, and yeah. We're kind of getting somewhere now. It looks, when you put a little bit of paint on and do a bit of this and a bit of that, it looks as if progress is kind of happening, and it's a nice inspiration. Okay, I'm happy with the way everything's closing up, all the panels, the bonnet shuts down nice, although there's no catches or nothing on it yet, no bump stops or anything like that, but the lines ain't too bad, okay. It'll look alright from where I live, okay. So yeah, plenty of rubbing down to do. I'm going to do a little bit today, yeah, and then we'll be, once this is in paint, I've got the back doors to do, but once this is in paint, we will be, I will be then starting obviously bits and pieces, you know, running gear, happy days, we can try and get somewhere. I was hoping to have this done in a year. I haven't touched it for a few months though, to be honest with you, so I've had, been a pretty bad winter for me, if I'm honest. So, you know, and I've got a few other things going on which has obviously helped with the delay of me spending a lot of time on this, otherwise this would have been done. I don't usually hang about on something like this, but I've just not had the motivation or the get up and go, if you like. Okay, and we need to get away in the van as well. So yeah, I'll give you a quick look at the van and show you what we've done in there. I'll just turn you off for a minute because I want to get my tea, and I'll show you what I've been doing in the van. Right, okay, the Harley there, its tax runs out at the end of this month actually on that, and I need to tart all that up because it's looking very tatty. Yeah, anyway, I've just purchased a B2B Orion XS 12 volt to 12 volt DC to DC battery charger, 50 amp, and very nice bit of kit apparently. Just waiting for some wire to come today. I'm going to use 25mm gauge wire, and hopefully I'm just going to strip that seating out there now and just have a look, see where it's going to go. I may have to, it says that these are kind of 98% efficient, and there's no fins on the back, there's no cooling fans, fins, etc, etc, but because it's going under the seat, I may actually put a little fan under there, like a 12 volt computer fan or something like that maybe. Just I'm going to see how that goes, okay. Anyway, let me just strip this seat out and I'll show you what I've done with the power setup, because last year when we went, the last time we went away in the van was November time maybe, September, October maybe, I don't know. We went to Scotland, that was our last trip, and the vans have just been sat idle since then, and it was a bit of a rough week that was. It was cold, it was wet, it was the weather was crap, and it didn't make it an adventure for us. We thought that was just destroyed for the rest of the year, to be honest with you, and we thought, you know what, this van has got to have some serious upgrades, okay. And so that's what I've been doing over the past few months, a little bit at a time, and putting my time between this, my other van and other projects, obviously, i.e. we did the driveway. I'll put you a couple of photos up now if I haven't already done it, and we did the back garden as well, a little bit more. What was left out of the blocks here we put out the back. We had a bargain on the blocks because I'm quite frugal. I like to save a little bit of money and I like to shop around. The blocks came from Marshalls on eBay. They were £150 a pack. We had 14 packs. Okay, £150 a pack. And the guy was telling me when he delivered them from Marshalls, come with a big, very big Arctic lorry, and with a trailer on the back as well. And he says, yeah, he says, I've delivered these all over the place. He come from Cambridge, and I couldn't fault the company. Absolutely brilliant. The price of the blocks was absolutely fantastic. £150 a pack, 6.5 square metres in a pack. Anyway, so yeah, he'd come for. He said he delivers them down London, here, there, and everywhere, and down that way. These are something like, he said they're around £7.50 a pack. To do the math on that, that's we had a huge saving. Yeah, eBay. There you go. Marshalls, eBay. Yeah. Anyway, let me just strip this seat out. We'll have a quick look at what I've done under there. Oh. Oh. Right, so here's what we've got. We've got 2 times 300 amp hour lithium batteries. That's 2 300 amp hour. We have got a 3000 watt inverter, which runs absolutely fantastic. I'm unsure about the cushions and everything in here, heating everything up and keeping everything nice and warm, but we'll see about that. The inverter runs the electrics in the van. So the remote is just hanging there for the time being. But if I was to put the remote on, and then obviously tickety-boo, we can, it's not plugged into electric, but then we should be able to run everything through that now, and we have no issues with running anything. So yeah, turn that off. Yeah, so the Orion is going somewhere in here, and hopefully that will be the shortest distance to get the cables to the battery and to the battery which is under the floor here. Okay, so yeah, I haven't fathomed that bit out yet, but we'll get there. Yeah, so we're kind of tickety-boo. Yeah, a little bit of a struggle with some of these wires. They're quite heavy gauge, and some big mega fuses on there, some trips, etc, etc. We've also got a couple of fuses under here somewhere with shut off switches and what have you, and so on. Hopefully all correct. Yeah, so happy days. Anyway, so I'm going to have a quick look at this now and just see where that's going to go. And excuse me, bottom boot. Yeah, and we'll have a little look, see what's happening with that. I'm waiting for some wire to come off Amazon. I ordered that last night, or is it, no, eBay. Yeah, so we'll have a quick look at that, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, see you in a bit.